Hey, how's it going, ferrets? This is Rock. Wanted to catch up with a VoD review. So as we come in today, this is your Infernal Shrines game from Nexo this past week. So I wanted to get a chance to review and talk about how this game went and all the different things that comes with it. As we're looking at this game, I'll quickly read off the notes that Memes had put for me already. So Memes talked about that we knew that they were going to be picking Triple Bruiser on this map as they played it last week. So you wanted to pick some heroes that worked well into that, as well as having decent shrine clear. That's why your Rhaegar, and that's why you were also looking for Greymane for AA for percentage chunk. So lots of things there that make sense to me. Um, as you guys, so okay. So looking at their level ones, you knew that Artanis wanted stacks, and you thought maybe I don't want to give Artanis stacks, so you didn't want to fight middle, which is okay, but you also don't want to like potentially be off rotations and soak because the mid wave always crashes first. So like I don't know if you'll actually miss some of these big globes. Yeah, you technically missed two big globes. It's not the biggest deal in the world. Obviously, we're 2 seconds into the game, but just make sure that your rotation has purpose. If you were looking to gank someone right there at the beginning, like we're not all together, and not everyone has to be in the bush, right? Because you don't want everyone in the bush. If everyone's in the bush, then if their whole team's here, then you're gonna walk into it. But if you're looking to get this kill, right? Like these guys need to be way closer, so they can be this bush or here or this side of the wave, right? Or if you're looking for this type of gank, you can also look for tank in this bush, team here, because then they can't see through the fog anyway. So you can do it there. Just I think it's a good idea. Just if we're looking for the kill, let's play for the kill. But if we're looking to clear the waves and just be off soak, then I don't like that we gave them a free mid rotation and free wall damage. So just something to think of. More thoughts on what Meme said. So you guys identified that your win condition was going to be map objective and is either pick or objective. So overall, I do think you guys have a pretty good shrine clear. To specifically identify your win condition appears to be either pick or all in, based on how your ults and stuff go. The enemy team is actually what you would call a death ball. So Triple Bruiser is known as a death ball because they only do good when all of the bruisers are there and allow the Vala to auto attack for free. Right? Like Vala is effectively being a hyper carry, and the three beefy bodies are going to let her continue to do that. So if they're gonna rotate around as a solid death ball unit of 4, then you guys have to find a way to either tear them apart or get picks when they're not together, right? Because that's what they want, is they want to fight you as 4. So it's kind of a weird catch-22, right? Like, you want to find picked or isolated fights, but then they also are trying to not fight isolated fights. So if both teams play their win conditions correctly, like, you know, they will never be alone, and then they will never, and then you won't be able to find them. But this is a great pick here. Oh, just barely missed the stun. No! Flame memes. Flamed. Flame, flame, flame. So, missed the stun, missed the kill. But yeah, so that's one of those things where if they're going to... I love that you did it right away. That if their 4-man death ball won't separate, then kill the offlane. Kill something. Right? Make it to where they have to respond to the fact that you aren't responding in kind. Because the way that their death ball works, their 4-man is beefy enough and healthy enough that they think that they will beat your 4-man. I don't think that's necessarily true. I do think that they are more sustainy, and you will have a difficult time getting to Vala pre maybe 4, 7. I forget when Greymane gets the leap talent. But yeah, you may have a harder time getting to the Vala, because Vala is really the threat. And so then their team is playing Death Ball and scaling. Vala's AA. Oh, Vala's Q build. That's just wrong. Okay, whatever. So Vala's Q build. You know, Artanis is scaling. So, and then Late game, they're going to have starting level 10 Silencing Entombs, which could be killer, but Bunker hopefully will be there to save the day. And then Bunker is also good for last rites. So, yeah, they definitely are what you would call a... wow, I just lost my word. They are a death ball, because they're only strong when they're together as a death ball. So, early game here, I don't like our rotations and what we've done already, but obviously you can't fix all of it. So I'd like that Greymane is going to the camp. Glad that we didn't leave that. This is going to be a late camp, but it's at least better than their camp, which is no camp. You see them moving. I'm glad you started walking towards the bush. Okay, now you're catching Soak. Blaze is in danger. So Blaze is going to live. Lucky Blaze. Okay, so now to your point, you guys have to make a decision. Do we want to play into their win condition of Death Ball versus Pick? And so the answer is technically no, right? That first objective isn't worth much, especially since you have a Greymane. You can go Siege, which I love. That's what you do. Excellent. Hit the wall. Hit the wall. Well done. Hey, you got almost a whole wall there. Blaze is catching double soaking stuff. So once you see that their team has responded, you actually want to go top, right? Like, that's the whole idea, is their team's only strong when they're together. So now that you just pulled half of their resources to middle to answer you, you can run top and potentially gank whoever's on the shrine. You don't want to win the shrine, right? Like, you've already given 30-something minions, so you would have to kill like 3 people to win that shrine. But instead of winning the shrine, you could kill the person on the shrine, then they have to react to that, and then you can go back and siege some more, or whatever it may be. So, just to your point, you guys are doing a good job of, when you're not able to use the objective, not able to do what you want to do, being able to find value elsewhere. So, I like that. Try not to be too close to one another there, so that way we don't both get hit by the jump. So, they are doing the same thing. They're 4-manning bottom. That's a 5-man bottom. So again, Blaze lived. They're invading your camp. So you guys are pushing instead. Yep, I like it. You can't answer bottom. There's nothing you can do. And you guys technically out-siege them, right? Their siege is in the Vala, and that's it. So if they truly want to race, you can race. You got a whole wall, and they got 2 minions. So I just want to take a second as soon as you guys kill this Artanis. Nope, didn't happen. So we weren't close enough together anyway for that engage. I like that we looked for it, but we definitely just weren't close enough. We needed to all be like in that bush ready to go when the leap happened for that kill to happen. But okay, I digress. So I'm going to just take a second to evaluate the state of the map. So we gave the first objective, and during the and Zaid's like, and then when they invaded our camp, right? What is the status of the map right now? So middle, we have our walls gone. Top, walls healthy, lost the gate. Top, they have no wall. Middle, they're half and half. Bottom, healthy. Bottom, about the same, right? So overall, for not taking the objective, you guys are currently ahead on experience, despite the fact that you didn't get 2 camps. You guys are doing great. Okay, we don't know where they are, but as a death ball, they're probably bottom. Yep. Looks like Blaze is going to live again. Well done. I said they're getting to the point where they're pretty predictable. Like, Malthael is constantly roaming top and mid and camp, and then their 4-man death ball is going to try and push and do stuff. Like, they're currently on that bottom camp. It's a good attempt on a pick. It's hard to necessarily always kill Leo, especially when you don't have that follow-up CC. Okay, they have 10s now from Soak, same with us. Okay, so we have to, we're stuck in a catch-22 here, right? So the best people to clear is Kael'thas, right? But we don't want to step up too far, because then we'll get entombed. So this is one of those things where if you're trying to play for a pick like a 1-3-1, this would be, Kael'thas is literally like back here throwing max range empowered Qs or whatever to clear this. So I'm like, but if you're looking to force a fight, then you can look to force a fight. Just You know, it's like we're playing into their strength, right? Their strength, they want you to sit here and get pelted and take damage from Vala. They want to fight under the Vala. Versus your strength is in quick kills, quick picks. And so anytime they have Entomb up, they are way dangerous than if Entomb's down. I did not know that you were about to be Entombed there, but that's more or less what they were looking for, right? Okay, so everyone use their buttons. They use 2 ults, we use 2 ults. We're live. Oh, good idea. If you need to, Ulysses, feel free to oil first. You had oil up. Feel free to oil before you charge, so that way you have a chance to make it land, as well as even if you don't land the stun, they're at least slowed. We're not really hitting the same targets on these fights, but it's not the end of the world. Okay, we're grabbing a camp. Objective's up. I like that we're timing it well. This camp is timed properly. You saw Leo, so watch out. Yep. If you see Leo's there, we should not be that close. Okay. Let's back it up. Okay. Right here, we saw Leo and Artanis walking towards us. We see Leo in the bush walking towards us. The only person that's allowed to walk there is Muradin. The only one. Right? Muradin's one of the best vision tanks in the game. Let him control the vision. Rhaegar, I know, wants to be close just in case he needs help. But what is there to lock him down? The only thing that can lock down Muradin is Stukov. Look where Stukov is. Right? So even if the Entomb does come out, Stukov is not in position to land it. Right? So like the Entomb comes out, Muradin can jump. But the problem is that I know you get, like, you got swapped, which makes it even more awkward, but, like, you see that the puddle on top of the Entomb, right? Like, if Muradin gets Entombed, he can just leap out, and we go, sweet, they don't have an Entomb, let's take a fight. But the fact that Rhaegar ends up getting swapped means that both of you will die. Oh, no, Last Rise didn't get the kill here. Okay. Nope, you still die, but she dies for that. Well done. So, 1 for 2. Don't chase too much further. Well, that might get them the objective. Depends on how they play or what they do. So, people are alive still, so you don't have to give the objective, but now it's 20, so that's probably too much. So, yeah, I would definitely find value on the map where you can. So, I like that we're hitting buildings and doing things since we know the objective is lost. So now we know the objective is lost. Muradin, make sure you're covering the vision in the rotation so they don't get ganked. So you don't need to be up here, right? Like, there's no, we don't know how many are on the shrine. At least I didn't see this a second ago. We know Stukov's middle. So the most important thing right now is to make sure that our people don't die, right? So if anything, you kind of want to be maybe here rather than just holding middle. Like, I'm glad you're staying out of vision, but yeah, so this is too late of a rotation. Because if they're here, now you're going to get ganked. Yeah, so we said the danger for the bush, and look at that. They were on their way to you. Right, so let's back up for a second with everyone vision. So we can just kind of see what they were doing. So as soon as Greyman and them are hitting bottom, look at what happens. Artie responds, right? And then, so if you were to come down and control this vision or this vision, right, you can actually get something done. But now, because we sat here and waited middle, we missed our opportunity. Like, you actually could have called, if you guys are playing pick, like, if you had a pick, you actually could have called, hey, let's look for a kill. Because they actually both, like, they split up. That's your goal. A death ball cannot live unless they are together. If you guys would have been, if Muradin would have seen this rotation, he could have called, hey, Vala's coming. Hey, Stukov's coming. Let's kill them. But right, that's a missed opportunity to me, because you knew you weren't going to be able to play the objective. And so if you're playing pick, that's the kind of fight you're looking for when you talk about playing pick, because you want one kill, and then you're out. All right, we'll stop using cheating vision for a second here. We'll come back. All right, so they got the second objective, no big deal. Obviously, don't both share that. Good job. Silence and Tomb, everything is on you. Well done. That's exactly everything you're supposed to do, right? If they're going to blow all of their stuff on Muradin there, you just pop Ancestral and you say thank you, because now no one else can die. That's what should have happened up here. That exact same play, because Muradin cannot be bursted from their team, especially if... oop, I don't know what happened down here. Maybe we didn't communicate that he was coming. But he cannot be bursted unless Malthiel's there. Right? So let's see what happened to Ulysses here. Nope, you guys didn't even call. So, yeah, you guys should have called for poor Ulysses. Yeah, he just got stuck. So, did he have bunker? He did have bunker. So feel free. Especially if Entomb's on cooldown, feel free to just bunker Ulysses. If you're worried about dying, right? Like, as soon as you get here, just bunker, and then you can bunker and get out this way, right? It's like as much as bunker is a good teamfight ult, your ult is mainly for two things: Entomb and Last Rites, right? So if you right here, bunker. Like, as soon as you saw that there was more than one, like originally there was two, but as soon as you see there's four, you just need to get out. I mean, you can bunker, and then you can come over here, and then you can E out. So, either way, not the end of the world. So, still 13-13s. Okay, they're getting bottom camp. There's not all you can do there. They're going to have 14s. Malthiel should be showing middle here in a second. They're still 3-4 bottom. Entomb. That's probably a dead Vince. Yep. Okay. So, again, they only have one win condition, right? Their win condition is Entomb. Like, they're pretty much, instead of playing Deathball, they're playing it like an all-in, because everything goes on the Entomb, but that's okay. It kind of makes sense because it's Q build Vala instead of A Vala. But, okay, so right here, as soon as you see there are multiple players here, is there any value? Are we doing anything that's worth chasing and doing? Because if we're not actively anti-sieging or doing something, this is going to be painful. And so, unfortunately, there's nothing you can do there. I said we're just too far forward. Really shouldn't be playing that close to the building. So. Yep, you gotta do what you can. Just slow the bleeding. Alright, everyone's back up. So, again, watch the timers. Think about cooldowns. So it's like, do we want to fight if we have to? Are we defending something? Ooh, that was really close. Who didn't throw their ability there? Like, you need this pick, especially if you're going to throw all your buttons. KT's finally here. Stun hits, AAs are on target, bullets on target. Oh, we tried to stun first. Yeah. I don't blame you. I probably would have thrown stun too. Unfortunate. Just not enough position, damage, etc. Just a little bit of level scaling or health regen on his part from having a W on somebody. Okay, so. Again, Entomb comes out. That's really unfortunate. We're going to lose 2. So. Okay, we lose this building. So, I'm not going to go over all the Entombs. I feel like this is, like I said, the big, you already mentioned in your recap yourself that effectively that they're Death Ball and that, you know, they win this fight, they should be able to do so as 5. Watch out here. They just showed in this bush. So, good oil check. Okay. So as we review finishing up touches on this, I think the big thing for us is to make sure that we either get our all-in or fight together. Because right now, we've just let them play their game plan, which is their 4-man beats our 4-man. So if we're trying to pick or we're trying to do things, let's go do it. Okay, so we've already decided we're going to give the objective and we're going to go siege again. So, oh, there's a pick. There it is, exactly. Right? They have to answer you. Like, Greymane and stuff does so much damage that you have to answer. So, and I think, honestly, you just give the top building and go bottom. Almost, guys. No. I think if you're going to defend, so if you're going to defend, you need to defend as 5. Right? Like, it's hard to know what they're going to do. But I would, maybe not. I don't know. Whatever. It's fine. I would have liked to at least have Greymane go bottom and get that building, because the building wasn't secured. Or does it get secured? Nope, the building wasn't secured. I would have at least secured the building and then backed up as 5. Then instead of leaving that building up while they were dead. Okay. We don't know where they are. Good job anchoring. Now we know where they are. Yep, good job anchoring. You see them coming. You slowed them down. Watch out for the Entomb again. Entomb is on the right target. Ancestral's good. Beautiful. Well done. Great play. Okay. I think you get this kill too. There you go. Oh, do you get one more? It's gonna be close. Oh my gosh. It's all 5-man wipe. Hit as much as you can. Hit as much as you can. No. Where's our healer? Okay, you guys are a little split. I think that's all you get now. See, imagine how much stronger that push would have been if we would have finished this building first. That's a little dangerous, Vince. Okay. There's 20 seconds. Yes, thank you. As I say, you've got 20 seconds still of downtime. See if you can find someone out of position or what they're going to do. Good mounting, good stuff. All right, don't fight them. Oh, there's your pick. All right. Although I'm like, if you know they're 5, don't fight them. But if you can get a pick, get your pick. So that's one of the things about their team is they don't have a vision tank. As much as, you know, as much as Leo is a vision tank, he can't actually control vision because he dies. Oh my goodness, well done. That Leo has to be so sad. Like, that's his job, is to protect the Vala, and the Vala walks into a bush. Well played, guys. That was really good. Okay, this is your chance. This is a free objective. You guys have 20s. You definitely want to make sure, if you're not talking about it in comms, you should be recognizing and identifying, hey guys, we're going for core off of this objective. Right? It doesn't have to be like we're all inning on core, but you should at least have the direction of where's the team doing and where are we going. So that way everyone's on the same page as far as what our next goal is. You guys actually were so far ahead there. You were so far ahead there that, and Vala's still dead, I would have actually called for a 39. And so what I mean by that is that you guys could take with Greymane and Blaze, right? Blaze is currently middle. So it's like you guys had so much space that you could have held the objective to 1 minion and taken all the bottom camps. Or at least taken this camp, because the objective's going bottom, so you have a camp pushing with your object Punisher. Right? Like, there's no rush to take this, because by the time it walks all the way here, Vala's going to be up anyway. So instead of trying to fight down here when Vala is near the building, right? Like, you could take all of the camps, and then once all the camps are taken, if they foolishly try and fight you here, KT just drops a bomb from like over the wall here and instantly kills the 1 minion you needed, right? And now this John Cena's up, and now you want to fight. You want to fight under John Cena, right? So something to think about. Just look at whether or not you want to slow play the objective or if there's a value to getting the objective now. Another key thing to remember is objectives and minions and camps, they scale based on what time you pick them up. So you can't always do it, but just something to think about. Like, if you would have waited till 17 minutes on the dot to cap it, your Punisher gets that much level scaling more. So, all right, let's see if we can find another pick. We finally are playing our playstyle, our win condition. We don't care about top. We're looking for core. Right? This is why I'm talking about you need to communicate ahead of time what is our goal. Because we don't care if they took that camp top. We want a core. We want to kill. Right? Anyone who gets jumped should die. Good job from Leo. San singing too, but like I said, he should die. And they did. Okay, I want to re-look at that because the bunker... Oop. Okay, we got kills. Frozen Punisher saved the building. Yeah, we go core here. Okay. So, let's look again real quick. Because Blaze is our bunker save, or our entomb save this game. So we absolutely have to be able to save people post 20 silencing entomb. So look at where we're grouped, right? I don't know if you split this way on purpose, Ulysses, or if you're just kind of like playing the bottom side of the objective. Okay, this is absolutely awful. Like, 4-man silencing entomb. Right? If John Cena wasn't here beating the crap out of this guy, you guys would be in deep trouble. Right? Look at your spacing. Pay attention to what is their win condition and what you need to do. As soon as that entomb comes out, I want to see bunker. You're trying to charge. Like, I don't know if you had like queued the charge ahead of time or something, but as soon as entomb comes, it should be bunker. 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 Okay, I don't know if your team is ready to play with this yet or understands the significance of this, but you can click the bunker through the entomb. So it is definitely a 1-for-1. That cooldown outside of last rites, right, that should be the cooldown trade. And honestly, you should be using it every time they entomb since that's their only engage. So as soon as you see, so if you're going to draft Blaze into Leo, as soon as you see entomb, you click bunker. Even if you're in the entomb, you click bunker. Because you can click out of the entomb when you exit the bunker. I will try and demo in quick mode afterwards. But, yeah. That AoE Ancestral didn't land, which is pretty unfortunate. That's okay. We win the game here. So, go ahead and stun, 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 stun. Yep, they're all dead. And GG. Just hit the building. You don't have to chase kills. John Cena will even make sure that you get it. Just make sure you hit Greyman's hitting the building. You protect the Greymane. Kind of space yourself out to protect him. That's fine. You can die memes because Greyman's on the building. GG. All right. Overall, I don't think that was a bad game, guys. I think you did good. Definitely, we had some early game where we didn't necessarily play our win condition and we kind of just played into theirs, which I think memes identified quite well when looking at stuff in his own things. But yeah, I think if you want to play this map as pick, right, it doesn't have to necessarily be a 1-3-1 pick, but you need to make sure that you're picking things and looking for targets that are separated or when they are split. If you look anywhere early game, like if you were to change this replay and go back and watch Malthael, just watch where he is. It's the most predictable path ever. Didn't even go Pale Horse. Right? So since he didn't even go Pale Horse, he can't even move quickly to double soak. So you know where he's going to be, whether it be in the top, the mid, or on one of these objectives, or one of the camps. Right? And so you don't need all 4 of your people to kill him. Right? Like, you guys should be focusing on clear the wave, find a kill. Right? The pick comp, the macro comp, right? I'll call you macro just because of the abilities you hit. The pick/macro comp wants waves cleared because then that gives you vision. Every time you have a minion camp, that gives you vision of where they are. Right? So if you control the vision and you control the rotations, you can find the picks. Right? Kind of like that one example I was talking about here, where the 2 of them were by themselves. That's the pick you're looking for. Another thing to think about, not that you have to go Pyroblast, but when you pick your damage structure, think about who's the finisher and who's the burst. And so they did have lots of beef, so I understand that you're looking bullet to try and one-shot somebody. So it's hard because then Greymane is not only the initiator, but you're also asking him to be the finisher. And that can be a lot. KT can be a finisher, right? He's got long range Qs and he's got the chain bomb, but it's one of those things where if you know that your goal is to blow up one person, um, bullet is the right answer, right? Because that's the fastest way to kill it, but bullet has to be used at the beginning. Just don't be afraid to take go for the throat as well to make sure you got your finisher, because all three of these people, well, outside of Artanis, right? All of them can be weak to getting just absolutely destroyed by, all of your abilities. One KTQ and a full rotation of Greymane plus go for the throat probably instant kills Vala. So, something to think about. All right, looking at talents. Block, I agree. AA Vala A is everywhere. Slowing AAs, excellent. Mini stuns, yes, for the Stugoff, great. Avatar, Rage, yep. Launch. I'd call that one user's preference. Like, I really like Dwarf Launch with the other jump ability. I didn't watch to see how many of your jumps. Like this one chase down here, probably you got like 1 or 2 additional kills because of your extra range on the Dwarf Launch. So it was probably good. But I would have also, because of how AA heavy they are, right? Like I would have potentially went for I would have maybe also went for the AA talent on this one. What is it called? I have to back it up a second because it thinks the game's over. So, yeah, imposing presence. I don't think this would have been bad either, just because their AA speed is slowed when they attack you, as well as you can then force a slow. So, I like the range. Don't get me wrong. I think it's pretty cool. So, just be aware situationally what you want to use. I think it got used well, and Rewind's correct. Stim for cooldowns. Yeah, when you're fighting over the shrine, you want more cooldowns. Incinerator, yeah. Oil AA speed, that's correct for what they're doing. And then damage. Bunker, correct. Dogman, that's fine. Chain heal, that's fine. Grounded. You have so many AA slows already between the Blaze Oil, which is 50%, and the Thunderburn, that this is actually probably not needed. I don't know if any of these other ones really get a ton of value, though. Like, restoring mana could be good. I don't know if you felt like you had no mana that game. Obviously, if Purge removes, okay, nope, this is the right one right here. So since you know that their kill win condition is Entomb plus Silence, you would pretty much be giving them a free 500 heal, right? And it reduces the cooldown, so that way every time Entomb's up, your Purge is up. Because I think you're the one hero that, yeah, so you would have it every time Entomb's up, you would have Purge up. So I definitely think I would have taken Purification here. Just think about if it's going to remove an effect, you get to heal them. So it's kind of like Brightwing's Critical Mist, where your cleanse turns into a heal. Everything else I think looked good. I don't think you need it. Actually, whatever. I guess it's user's preference. I personally like taking shields into Malthael, because shields might make the difference on whether or not the person dies to last rites, or the amount of time that you need to delay the Ancestral from going off. Because Ancestral has that wind-up time, so like if you throw the Earthen Shield, it gives them a shield for 3 seconds, so you can shield R, or you can R shield, and the shield instantly applies. But I think this is a good talent too. I think this is fine. I'm very surprised. You went Totem here and then didn't take Earthgrass Totem here. Yeah. I would have most definitely taken Earthgrass Totem here. Like, you effectively have a root now, whether it be for peeling or for damage follow-up. But whatever, and then AoE is good. Keltos, I think it looks good off the top of my head. Yep, I agree. Hold on, wait a minute, maybe not. This one. You need to take Fury of the Sunwell if you're going Q build here, where you're hitting 2 or more heroes, they can't help. Like, you're not trying to. So this is hard. So if you're playing pick and you're gonna blow up one target, pick, yes, ignite's correct because that guarantees damage, right? You don't have to throw your W. But if they're that melee heavy, I have a really hard time not saying Fury of the Sunwell, and if you're sieging. Because if you're sieging, then this also helps with your siege for base race and stuff at the end, because now your thing explodes twice. I think I would still go for Q here over the ignite, because you're not landing single target ignites so far, or single target Qs so far this game. Not that you did anything wrong, just they're a death ball, right? How often are you going to hit someone that's in the middle, right? Like, yes, you get this bonus damage, but it's more of a single target versus this. You can like abuse the fact that they're standing still in your stuff. So either one's fine. Just something to think about if you need more siege or if you're into that many melees and you're already trying to play off of hitting multiple heroes. This works on the second strike too, right? So like the second strike that hits, that also still works. And then yes, thank you, thank you, thank you. That is the correct talent all the time. So, and then this also triggers from double Qs. But all right, good game, good choice, guys. I quite pleased. Way to turn it around. Way to not give up. And I think big picture, just try and solidify what your win condition is a little bit earlier, so that way you don't get so far behind that you're having to force a fight. And pay attention to their threats. Obviously, the Entomb Silence combo was threatening enough to get a couple kills early. And if we know that that's what they're playing off of, to make sure not to fight as 5 without Blaze, so that we have our bunker ready for it too. All right, catch you later, ferrets. Have a good one.